So he might have seen it on Sim League Pro and was like, yeah, I want to do that, and decided to show up, which happens. It's rare, but it happens.
Well, we'll just...
Yeah.
We're hoping for a full lobby, of course, because...
There we go. welcome to the season finale special event and demonstration at Francorchamps. This is mostly the Corky Cup drivers, but we're going to have a few other drivers in here. We've got a whole other lobby setup going on. I'm going to post a link to here in just a minute for the non-Corky drivers. I've got the donation link from the Mcdonald Hospitality in the comments. It's also a subscription. We are $152 raised so far. Every dollar helps. If you donate something, just let them get them that help help us. We had I've used their services, still use their services, everybody uses their services that I know. Well, not everybody, but many people have anyway. So, yeah, I love getting them some help. Anyway, I'm not going to bother looking at the season standings right now. We've got very clear Jimmy, Mr. Beckbones at the top of the series standings right now. Kieran at a very close second. There's going to be a couple of bonus points for this here race that is 2 hours long. I don't see how we could not give them some bonus points for this. But if you're tuning in, you've got 2 hours worth of listening to me talk nonsense. Mr. Moomin Papa, big active person in our community here, just joined the lobby. I'm losing words today. That's nice. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun here. Beautiful Belgium. I love racing this track. As a matter of fact, I would rather be racing here than just watching, but here we are. Somebody's got to run their mouth talking about this. And it looks like we got a few people that missed the livery requirements. Mr. True. A nice looking, clean Porsche. And I can't breathe. We're good. We're good. Here we are. DTR Ian Cars. This guy's got Iron Dame's replica livery for the Porsche. Oh, and he's gone. Hippie Head, Hippie Heat, I don't know. Something. GRT guy. Nice guy. And look at this. We have Greg's hitting the 16, so we've got another fast driver. Maybe we'll get him. We're going to have some... Whoa! We're going to have some super fast drivers hitting some low times, and they're going to be starting from the back. Let's see if he's going to join in starting from the back. That's Dr. Craig's. Alright, I'm gonna take a look. So, no Ronnie's house livery here. This is our series winner, most fast laps, most wins, most lots of things. This guy has had an amazing season, just about hitting the 16s in practice this morning. Here's our Creasy Kieran in the Monster Porsche. Ronald Mcdonald Alex livery. Nice looking car. Also an amazing season. He's been slaying and just battling with Mr. Beckbones the whole time. All season long. Here we are with Moomin, the Multimatic Ronald McDonald House Porsche. This is a one make. Everybody is in the GT3 911. See Howell. This is the Jägermeister. He's got a little bit of Ronnie's house on there, so very clean looking livery. This looks really nice. I like it. Number 23. And I'm not going to be able to go on today without hacking my lungs, apparently. Look at this. Striking fear in the hearts of anybody he comes up behind with a mouthful of teeth on the front of this Porsche. 777. This is a very interesting looking livery. I like it. I like it. Lots of kudos to these people who can make liveries that look cool like this. I just don't have the skills, so I beg for people to make my liveries for me. And the Falconer has joined the lobby. Alright, let's go up and see. It is 12:01. It looks like we should be getting started right about now. That's not the right button. And it looks like Hooli beat me to it. I was going to let him know that, yes, he is in the right lobby, but I'm too slow. Just like I am on the racetrack. Look at this guy. 16.887. That is pretty close to the second or third fastest lap on here so far. Our man TJC, he's got his own YouTube channel. You can check him out. He's much more famous and does a great job streaming. Yeah, got a great channel. Love the guy. Great Discord, great series he's got going on. It looks like the lobby is being reset completely. It was ended. But TJC is probably streaming this as well. Hopefully he's got the donation link and pinned to his comments and in his description as well. There's going to be lots of action going on here today. Lots of friends in here. Let's see what's going on in just gaming's lobby while we're waiting for this one to open up. Let's see. They're resetting the lobby right now, Mr. Dave. I don't know. You probably got just a couple of minutes at least, but you're not going to have long. So we got an A+. Oh, Miss Sophia's in this lobby today. Gonna drive 2 hours at Spa, Francorchamps. I'm gonna try and pop through and just check out a couple of liveries real quick. Actually, you know what? I can exit this. And we can actually just go in and look. Can I do that? What if I turn that off? Oh, that's not the right one. None of my stuff is working here. Let's figure out what's going on. So there's that. That's apparently it's not on anymore. I don't know what's going on with that one there, but okay, whatever. Let's see. Just came in. Reel is still up. We're waiting on the hools to open that back up. So while we are waiting on all of that to happen, let's go in here and check it out. Smile. Smile. Okay, so the window is up. I don't know why it's not showing. So it's being shown. Oh, I know where it is. It's right there. Look at that. We can see it on top of everything now. But it's not playing. And maybe it has to be shown on here. If I minimize, it doesn't go away, does it? It doesn't. Cool. So this is what his stream looks like at the moment. The hooligan has his up. Joining back in now. I successfully joined the lobby. He is not spectating yet. So we're going to go back to mine. Close. And this is mine. Alright, here we are. Load that lobby. Dangerous Dave is in our lobby here. We've got the Falconer loaded in. I'm in a car, but I can't drive because I'm running my mouth today. I learned a new trick on the keyboard. I can change the view. I like it. I like it. So let's go to L. This is the view I like to watch. Hi, Drew. Alright, so we are minutes away from qualifying. Just waiting for everyone to get in and ready. We have an almost full lobby. We're only missing 1 or 2 people right now. Mr. TJC with the Ronald McDonald House Porsche. Always, always, always. Nice looking livery. I like the parabolic, opposing parabolic shapes you got going on there. Very nice, very nice. Good luck to all of our racers today. This should be lots of fun. 2 hours worth of Spa-Francorchamps. Don't forget, we do have the link pinned in the comments. We have the link in the description. Every dollar helps. We're at $192 so far. It would be really, really cool to see that hit the $500 goal. We've got 2 lobbies open. I can go in here and actually copy this, and I guess I need to go back into my channel and I can paste that link in here as well. We have a whole other comm stream set up for a second lobby that we have going on. So where is the chat? Come on, give me the chat, give me the chat. There it is. Paste. Go. We'll say hi again just because, and now I can pin this as well. Oh, I can't pin them both, but now there's another link in there for our second lobby that we've got going on. So there we go. Oh, it looks like I've been invited to a different party. Just gotta find it. Exit my party, joins the new one. Join, join, join. I said join. And we are joining the new party. I can listen to them, but they probably don't want to hear me. Looks like he's only got about half a lobby over in his right now. So I'm gonna lobby B is open. Please join in so we can get going. It is. Yeah, it's hard to get it all coordinated sometimes. It's, you know, it happens. All right, Dr. Greg's. See how we'll look at that. Der Jägerbursche. That was me. I'm just looking at your livery doing comms. I'll mute myself when the race starts so you guys don't have to listen to me. I can. Mr. Kieran, the 248. I'm gonna shoot him a message here in just a few minutes because we can't really wait, but we also can't make him wait forever to start that lobby. When this is all over, we're gonna do our duel thingy. Da, 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 da. Oh, I'm gonna go back and check his lobby again on YouTube. Says I left. He's in there. He's only got 5 drivers. I've tried to notify everybody. It looks like we might be having to start light on his end. Oh, we had one person misunderstand the time zone. Friend, just game and real. Everyone who is free, join up. Lobby B. It's not letting Danny connect to that lobby right now. Look at Rafa's livery again. That's some mean looking teeth on the front of that Porsche. That's weird. Oh. Uh-huh. Sayo is suggesting restart the lobby, perhaps. Maybe that'll help. No, I'm watching your stream. No, I've got my computer going up with the stream. I can actually put your stream on my stream. Like, it's fun. Psycho. The Psycho Birch. That's okay. That's okay. We got this. Hey, Danny was able to just join this room. Where did that... Alright, I'm on Discord. They're like, hey, I put the link in your chat. Pin that. They're... Oh, I don't know if you can. Make me an admin. Can you make me an admin real quick? Cuckoo. Let's move that out of the way. Now I can... I should be able to, yeah. Okay, so what's going on with Sophia? Me too. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, that's going to general now. Everyone. IB reopened. Restart GT7 and join his lobby. Right? Okay, so let's hope that that fixed that. Okay, I'm going to exit this for a second. Copy, close, open, paste. Yeah, I got close to the 16s, but couldn't quite get into them. Oh, it wouldn't let me do that because apparently that didn't go through that time. Where's that at? Oh, it wasn't letting me post on his thing. That's what's being stupid. We might have to do that. It's not letting me pin that. Oh, it's pinned. Okay, he got it pinned. Hey, everybody! Nick, Richie, thank you so much for joining. We're trying to get these lobbies set up. There's just problem after problem right now. We got our lobby. Trying to search into the other lobby. He still only got 5. We still only got 5 drivers in that second lobby. All right, we're going on our lobby. Lobby A is starting. You can just start too, if you want. It's taking way too long to get that stuff going. So, this is it. This is the start of qualifying coming up here in moments. Wishing everybody good luck and a great race. Don't forget, this is for a charity. We have the link pinned in the comments. It's in the messages. I better mute myself for these people's party because they do not want to hear me running my mouth for 2 hours straight. I guarantee it. So, who's going to get on the track first? Dr. Greggs is not qualifying. Oh? Nope. Sea Howl is on their way out. Beck Bones is not going to qualify. Mujalina, I haven't seen him practicing yet today. I don't know what his times are going to be. TJC is going to come out and put in fake lap times and slam on the brakes because he wants to start from the rear. That messed everything up now. We're doing what we can. Everything. We're 26 minutes late into this, and you know we need to find a way to get people who are going to be more reliable joining these lobbies. But there we go. There's the Falconer, giving some space. Let's watch TJ slam on the brake. The first lap's not going to matter. He's just playing around, warming up those tires a little bit, it looks like. Here's Howell coming around the corner in the Jägermeister Porsche. Howell had some good times earlier. Here is Drew. This is somebody new that I have not met yet. It looks like microphone is working okay. Digital audio. Hopefully y'all can hear the cars. If not, let me know. We have no extraneous sounds right now, so that's good, that's good. While we're watching here, I'm going to pop in and see. Is this practice or did they start? It looks like they started too. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. We got wind! Alright, so Lobby 2 is on its way. And we are 2 minutes and 45 seconds into qualifying so far. So this will be our first lap, and we've got Howell with a half a second penalty already, probably coming up through Eau Rouge. That tends to be where we're getting our first couple of lap penalties here. Mujalina off the track and into the wall. Look at this car. That's a good looking car. This guy here is great for racing with. A good friend, DTR, our sister team. They are doing great. Ian is racing. Well, he was racing. I don't know where he is now. Oh, yep, he's in here. He's going to start from the back, it looks like. Where were we? We were at Mujalina, and here is Kieran Creasy, our guy, P2 in the Porsche Cup Series. After running 10 races, him and Becca Bones within about 7 or 8 points of each other, I think it was. But great battles with them going on, fighting for fast lap or first place every time, pole position, you know, just some amazing drivers we had there. As he goes wide, he's going to cut his lap short anyway because he is also starting from the back. And this is a new driver. I don't know who this is. Number 777, Rafa, something like that. Nice, clean looking livery. And the evil teeth. I like the teeth. Too bad you can't put them through that grill too. Like, why can't you just make the grill teethy-2, 2v2? Something. Our man Nick, DTR M3 guy. Another great guy to race with. He used to blow me out of the water. Now I can get kind of close with him and actually have some battles. Amazing driver, as is everyone else. Moom and Papa. You see this? We got DTR like all over. DTR is our sister team or brother team, whatever. Sibling team. We friends. Ooh, Nick is running VR for this event. Can you link me to his stream? I could pop into that once in a while. I got a whole window set up for somebody else's stream. We got 2 hours here. I got lots I can do. TJ and P7 with the 221. He's working hard to keep his qualifying time down. Ah, look at that. We've got this. We're going to watch a VR from M3 Guy for just a moment here. Is it this one? It is that one. And then we're going to open that. And now we see what it looks like in VR. Let's go full screen. Hey, look how cool that is. Oh, and it died because I skipped out of it. One of these days I'll get that get that figured out. Look how that works. Checking his mirrors. Oh my god, look at that. That's so much fun. A little bit difficult to watch this when you're not actually driving it, but you can see that you get so immersed in this in the VR that you got the head tilt going on as well. So very, very cool. Alright, back to reality here. That was watching Mujalina in VR for a moment. And here's Dr. Greg's. Greg's is starting from the back, so they're just going to do some slow laps and mess around a little bit. Get on track for whatever. Here's Kieran just keeping the car warmed up. Oh, that's Nick in VR. I don't know why I was watching Mujalina and his name just got stuck in my head, but go Nick! Let's take a look here. We've got C. Howell with a 2:17.492 so far, ahead of TJ by 42 thousandths of a second. TJ trying to start from the back with a 2:17.5, accidentally put in too good of a qualifying lap time. Probably going to move out of the way and let people pass. TJC's got his own channel. A great guy to watch. All kinds of good stuff on his channel. I watched him drive some trucking games for a little while. That was pretty fun. Mr. Nick, this is who we were watching in VR. He's got a 17.5. He's got more speed in him. I would love if I could drive VR like he is. But I'm a lowly loser with a PS4, and I have PSVR, but it doesn't work on PS4. So here I am, sad and crying. Beck Bones still sitting in the pits just waiting for everyone to do it. He wants a challenge. Beck Bones has been destroying all of these races. Dr. Greg's is starting from the back. I don't know if you can hear me or not. So we've got Ian not qualifying. Hippie head, something. And this hippie is starting from the back. Here's Kieran. Has not put in a lap time yet. I think Kieran, Mr. Creasy, is going around and not finishing laps. Is what he's been doing here. And with 2 minutes and 36 seconds as a fast lap, Greg's is gonna be back there toward the back, at least. Here's our Falconer. He's putting in time and taking a break. rehydrate a little bit. What is this? I don't have as fast lap time. That's okay. The hooligan is back off a track and doing something too. Ah, my phone just shut off as I tried to jump in and see what's going on over here. Let's see. Oh, Sophia didn't get in, so we're restarting the other lobby so she can. So, I did post a link to the other lobby. It is in the chat there somewhere if you can go and find it. But the pinned link is for Tiltify, where we are raising money for Ronald McDonald House Charity. They've helped out so many people. It's amazing. Ah, and there goes Richie, helping me out. That's my guy. This is why we're good friends, is because we like to help each other. He has once again posted the other lobby link into here, so you can check it out. It's a much smaller lobby because we had a bunch of people decide they're not showing up on the day of the race. So, it happens. Mr. Mugelina, Herr Mugelina, 218.9. This guy's got more time in him, I know it. If I'm doing 17.3, 17.4s, I know Mugelina can push it down to the 17s. Normally. Mr. Nick decided that he was going to qualify with a 17.3. That must have been an accident. He had planned on starting from the back, so we'll see what happens. Maybe he pulls off and waits. Howell still with the same 17.42, 492. And TJ dropping 17s like it's nothing. He's not even trying. Beck Bones, I don't know why he's still showing P4 here. He should not be P4. He hasn't even put in a time. Maybe everything's going funny with me. Ah, so they're going back and waiting for Sophia to rejoin the lobby to get going. So they'll have 7. At least they got a half a lobby over there. That's nice. It's a bummer that we had so many people not show up. It would have been really cool to have 2 full lobbies. It's getting really hard to commit to opening 2 lobbies when so many people don't show up. We're going to watch wrap up for a second here. 218.265. And so that's on pace with a few others in the lobby. And that sounds like a really good time that Mr. Falconer, our man DTR Dave, is going to be getting. Sounds like about his pace. This is... I really like how he's got this push-up design. It looks real nice. And our Moomin Papa Atlas Multimatic Ronald McDonald House push-up. You know, I don't normally care a whole lot for gold, but the way that he makes the black, blue, gold, and white on this car, it's a nice looking ride. It really is. Looks like our hooligan has decided to not qualify any further. These guys know that this is going to be a long race. With only 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Let's change this view because holy goodness, there we go. We've got a couple of people just hanging out and doing some cookies down in the final corners. Isn't it? No, it's not. They're just down at the end of Kimmel Street in those corners. Alright, we're going to have people driving through. Mr. Kieran and Mr. Greggs pull off the track just in case we get one more lap here. Oh, they're moving out of the way. I don't have to say nothing. They moved. They moved. Look at that. They were watching. Who just went flying by? That was cool. No, you guys are parked there all nice and neat together. How sweet. That's Dr. Greggs and Kieran. We're going to go back up and take a look. Howell running past Mujolina on a 3/10 of a second faster lap. There's the penalty. Sea Howell is at 217.492. They are not getting any faster for this one. Here comes TJ 217.5, starting P3 accidentally. He had every intention of starting last. He's probably going to move off to the side and give himself a challenge. Come down and check it out. Moomin Papa is parking it up. He's going to sit with his 219.156. I mean, qualifying is nice here today, but with 2 hours to go, look how pretty that car is. I haven't seen that one yet. Nice work, Hippie. The 2-hour race, the qualifying just doesn't matter so much. I love that color of pink. Oh my goodness. GRT, SPR, Hippie, Hippie, Hippie. The Ronald McDonald House Charity, everybody. We have links pinned in the comments and in the chat. Not. Yes, he was sandbagging. TJ was doing 16.3s, guys. So, yeah, he was sandbagging the whole time. Just so you know. And he's probably going to pull off the side and let everybody go for a minute. Oh, Greg's the almighty lap time of 2:36. Look at that. That's a lot of fun. Okay. All right. So, we're going to watch TJ drop his back just like I thought. But he had to go in and just flex a little bit, you know. Who else? There we go. Let's see. Who else? Nobody else has put in a 16 today. I've seen Bones come close, and I've seen Kieran come close, and I know they both have every opportunity to put in a 16. They got plenty of time to do it. So we will see how it happens. Our TJ, the beginner. Oh, Hellenius is not going to race this one. Opal on Pop. He's my guy. I love him. We have lots of chats. The Finlanders, awesome guys to race with. This guy's super freaking fast, honestly. I'm going to tell him really quick. Let's... Yes, yes, yes. My guy. The Opal. 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes until we start. So while we have those 2 minutes, let's go and take a look over here. We can turn this back on. And then we're going to jump out of the full screen. We've got visibility adjustments. That's very, very cool. And this is our other lobby here. And it looks like they've restarted. They've got 6 drivers. And we're just going to have to tell TJ how funny he is. Oh my goodness. You're all a bunch of comedians today. Why is my keyboard being such a pain right now? It's just not working. There we go. Alright. So it looks like our other lobby is moving along successfully. Come back into this one. And it looks like our race master is ready to get this moving. Now I'm going to end up having to text my wife here and let her know that we're running a little bit long because, whoa. Oh, Greg's did get into the high 16s. That was the practice, wasn't it? Yes, it was, because it's not now. It's go time, people. Let's do this. One A+ driver in this lobby, Mr. TJC Gaming. It's all that practice he does a driving truck. I'm kind of a smarty bullet. Man, I thought I saw a second person hit those 16s. I think you, Mr. Jimmy, are going to hit that too. Our guy, this is, I think Mr. Bones is one of the fastest, if not the fastest person that we have in TXM that drives with TXM. I don't think he's exclusive to us, but he does run with our transmission motorsport thingy on there. Rolling start because the Porsche has issues from a standing start. Look at that field stretched all the way back to the chicane. And here's our start. He's moving over. Nick is moving over. We got C. Howell moving past. We got Rafa moving past. Trubit moving past. Okay, let's go back to... Where's last place? I can't find last place. There's first place. You know what? We're going to do this and make it so I can see what's really going on here now that we've got a start happening. Here is our first place driver with Drew close behind, only 0.4 of a second. We've got almost 2 seconds back to Rafa from there. Mugelina 2.3 seconds back from there. And then our pack. Dr. Greggs is going to be one of the fast ones trying to get around all of these other drivers. And then Moomin Pop only a half a second back. Another 0.4 back to Hooli before there was a bump and spun him around a little bit. It looked like there was a bump. Let's see if I can go back in. That's not working. It's loading. I couldn't see what happened. I hit the wrong button. I'm not very good at the replay thing yet. Where's Hooli at? I can't find him. It's too late now. Okay, well, I'll learn this stuff and we'll do better with it later on. How about that? See how 0.5 seconds in front of Drew Bit, coming around into the last couple of long straights before the final chicane into the finish straight. I should learn corner names as well, shouldn't I? And we have silly messages here saying please refuel, and I do not know why. There must have been a new update glitchy thing because it keeps telling me these guys need to refuel, but they don't. Let's go down and see what's happening back here. Greg's definitely waited for the wheels to get going again, so I'm sure there was contact around that corner. We have a 2-hour race. There is plenty of time to get back up into the front. This is a good corner. You want to get acceleration here. Coming in through Eau Rouge, you do not want to be too close to the person in front of you. You don't want too good of a run on them, because where are you going to pass until you get past it? Here is where you want to be right on them, catch that draft, try and come up and follow the inside into the next couple of corners on here. But it does not look like Who's quite got the run. And here we go. Nick picked himself up a penalty back there, closing the gap on DTR cars. Mr. Ian over here, who is just behind Backbones as well, who is in front of Backbones, but TJC Gaming, these guys are going to be working their way up through the field as quickly as they can. Backbones has every skill required to keep up and challenge TJC Gaming through this one. So this is gonna be an interesting one to watch with them moving up through the field and then spending a couple hours just battling it out. Let's see how it goes, shall we? And let's not forget Kieran here. Kieran's gonna get these two both a run for their money as well, especially since he already has the lead. He is good at keeping his car wide. And so not only do they have to get around him, they have to stay in front and stay consistent, because Kieran has just got away with keeping that car moving quickly. And God, the pink on this car is so gorgeous. Every time I see it, I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna have to beg Mr. Hippie to, or this hippie person, to make me a livery soon, because I really like how he did. Good work. We have a 218.4, 217.65 by Kieran so far for the fastest laps. Moon Papa running with the penalty. He's going to be slowed down at the end here, so as long as the hippie keeps close, the hippie is going to get past him in the penalty zone. Mujalina running at a 218.9 for the first lap. I'm pretty sure there was a penalty there. These guys are cutting just a little bit close and upsetting the Porsche on those curves to Eau Rouge. Not making for the fastest laps yet. Rafa with a 219.138. A Howell with a 19.9. And Drew with an 18.9. So here are our leaders for now. So I think we may ditch the bonus points for the cup after this round, because so many people are missing, or maybe they just get bonus points for participating. I don't know yet. We're going to have to work that one out. But we are 6 minutes into 2 hours worth of racing. Yeah, you should invite somebody to come and chat with me. And if I could get Opal in here to come and chat with me, that would be great. Let's come back and look. Moom and Papa following Hippie, both with a half a second penalty. TJC Gaming coming up on Kieran now. Closing that gap down to about a second. Fast lap time for him is 17.6. And he's only pushing about a half a tenth faster at the moment. Yeah, I don't have time for that right now. Oh, of course. There's always got to be something going on that I don't want to be going on. So, yeah, that's going to be great. That's going to be complaints and irritation at some point, I'm sure. very, very sure of it. So here is TJC Gaming, and the last lap was no faster than the first. They are being held up just a little bit here, stuck behind Moon Papa coming up through Old Rouge. And again, don't forget everybody, link to the charity is pinned to the comments. It's also in the description. Share with your friends. They don't have to watch the race if they don't want to. Donations are donations. Every dollar helps. As Kieran dives on the inside coming into this is here. Moomin outbraked himself. Runs outside. TJ is waiting up. I don't know why. Maybe there was a bump and TJ's giving him his spot back. I'm not sure what happened back there, and I can't rewind it reliably. Last time I tried to do that, I messed it up. There goes TJ around the inside. Dr. Greggs follows closely. Ian with a bit, oh wait, Nick with a bit of rubber banding there. I only saw the color of the car for a second. I wasn't sure who it was. Hey, cool, cool, cool. They got 10 drivers over in the other lobby now. We're going to go back and check it out. Hooli here, running with a half-a-second penalty, pushing 218 so far. Look at Hooli's beautiful livery made by Latrice Pushel. Said it right so many times now I can't say it. That is our girl Emma Rocks. Look how gorgeous this livery is. I like it, I like it, I like it. And then we're going to go in and rejoin this. And then mute myself because I want to hear what these people are saying. But I don't want them to hear me more than once. And here we're being told to refuel again, even though we have nearly 3/4 of a tank. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with PD. Here's the Falconer with a fast lap so far of 2 minutes 20 seconds and a half. Jeez, I cannot speak today. I knew I was going to have issues with this, but come on. Here's Ian pulling up the back in the Iron Dames replica Porsche livery. Coming down the straight into Eau Rouge. And so we have us, let's go the other way, a split now of 30 seconds from front to back. And we are only 10 minutes into this. And so that's, well, 1/12 of the way through this race. We got some time. Lots and lots and lots of time for time to be made up here. And we're going to watch the hooligan. I know the hooligan is going to be putting down 17s once he gets into his rhythm. Hitting that line just right through there this time around. Here's our Moomin with the 219 so far still. Does not quite got the consistency on it yet today. Our man in VR following closely behind TJC and Dr. Greggs. These two have had the fastest laps. The two in front of Nick here have had the fastest laps in practice. Oh, it's going to be fun watching the close racing with these guys coming up. It really is. So they are now up through, our fast drivers are now 6 through 10. The fastest drivers anyway. 2:17.6, 2:17.7, 2:17.6, 2:16.9. So Greggs with the first 16 of the race. And then we've got the Hippie battling it out, trying to hold on to the little bit of a lead he's got for now. Kieran getting just a little bit loose through the end of the chicanes, coming into the start-finish straight. He's got 2 seconds to make up for 5th place. Mr. Bones is already right back on the tail of Kieran, our greasy friend. You need a, this GRT, I think, is who he is. Get him to come in a TXM too. I like these fast people. They're nice too. And it looks like Beck has got to run in the slip. Is he going to go for the inside? No, he's going to bump draft and try and let's push and get in front of these people. Wow, we are on 3/10 of a second faster lap so far. That'll take him down to 2:17.4 so far. Mr. Bone still 6 seconds ahead of TJ. Got held up a little bit back there. Only 3/10 separating these two right here. And Nick is losing just a little bit of ground. He's back to 2 seconds now. These two, let's watch them work together and see how fast they can get up past this field as well. We are now, what is it, 1/8 of the way through the race almost. So, we've got plenty of time to watch these people go crazy and get around. Let's go find somebody fun. What's going on around here? We got a couple of penalties, nothing too close. We're going to ride with Greg's for a second here and see what this looks like from cockpit view. Ah, this is... I wish we could do this for real, but it looks like so much fun. He's pushing for a 2:16.8 at the moment. Go back and forth real quick. I don't know what his lap time is, but it's got to be down to the 16s by now with the way he's keeping the lead on Dr. Greg's. These are the two fastest of the lobby thus far in this race. Very, very close racing. You know, within a half a second of each other, coming into hard corners, hard braking zones. Really fun to watch these people. So close. Such great racing. A little bit stressful being so close to me. I have a hard time staying that close to somebody for so long. I'd like to leave myself just a little bit of space because I misjudge braking points very often when I'm staring into nothing but bumper. These people have got a bit more skills than me, so that's just kind of how that goes. Oh, Dr. Greg's with the run on TJ. And going for the bump. Oh, we're going to brake just a little bit early. 4/10 fast on this lap so far. Looking to push a faster lap. I'm going to jump in here in just a minute and ride with TJ and see how his lap is going before we get to the next time split track there. Spot on the track, whatever it is. And so these guys all put in the time to make these gorgeous liveries and spend 2 hours racing around Spa so we can raise money for the Ronald McDonald Health Charity. I had gender confirmation surgery, and when I was done with that, instead of trying to stay in a hotel for, I think it would have cost me something like $1,000 a week, there's no way that I could do that. So I stayed with the Ronald McDonald House Charity. I was there for 6 days after my surgery and was able to go directly across the street to the hospital, have my aftercare done and dealt with, have all my examinations done before I went home. And I believe I paid a total of $100 for staying there that week. They had full kitchen floor with enough kitchens for, at least half of the people staying there at the time to cook. Fully furnished with pots and pans, whatever you need. They got refrigerators that you can lock with your key card. It's a very secure facility. I have a niece who, when she was born, she had heart surgery at, I think she was between 6 and 9 months old. And they also used Ronald McDonald Health Services while she was in the hospital for months and months and months. Phil's son also had heart surgery. Phil, Mr. Hooligan, our guy, the creator of the series, has used their services as well when his son went through heart surgery. Ronald McDonald House does lots of great things. Like, if you can't afford to pay anything, they're not going to charge you. I had somewhat of an income and a little bit of money saved up for the thing, so I had to pay something. But still, I mean, come on, $100 for a week's worth of stay at a basically 3-ish star hotel. Like, you can't cry about that. Directly across the street from the hospital, like, always conveniently paced, always secure. Let's help out Ronald McDonald House Charities. They actually put their money where it belongs. We try to research the charities that we support here. Tiltify gives the most amount of money to the charity that we can use as a third-party app for donating, which is why we're going to Tiltify for them. So you can put your faith in the charity, you can put your faith in the system. This is all good things here. We get nothing out of this besides the pleasure of running around a track, which we're all addicted to this. It's sim racing, like, let's do it. 2:17 for his fast lap so far. They're so close. And we are, what? 3/10-ish? Nope. Just about a 10th away in fast laps. They're real close here. TJ has got that line just nicely bent there this time around. 8th place, 1 second back from Hippie and Mujolina. Running wide, that's... I don't know what's going on here. TJ has been dropped from the lobby. That is super unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna jump out of all of this view. We'll go back to this. We're gonna let everybody know. That is very unfortunate. So TJ no longer in this one, and he was the fastest of the fast so far. We've got Kieran and Beck Bones now, P1 to P4 and 5. We still have 13 out of our 14 starting drivers. So here we are, Mr. Kieran, only 6 seconds back from the lead already. Beck Bones right behind there, got 2:17.6, 2:17.5. These two are right on line for fastest lap. Besides Greg's, where's Greg's? Greg's is still back here, right 14 seconds back from Hippie. Or no, 4 seconds back from Hippie, 14 seconds back from the lead. Lots of 2:17s and 2:21. So far, the fastest lap of the race belongs to Dr. Greg's. Let's go up and watch these two work their way up to the field a little bit. Here's Mujolina. 2.5 seconds back. Mujolina keeping good pace with these guys still so far. Lots of 2:19s and a 2:18. A couple of 2:20s. Mujolina's got some more speed in him. I know we can go faster. Let's... wondering, we've got everybody on racing soft tires. We've got a half a tank of fuel left after 20 minutes, so... times 3, there should be just about 1 pit stop for this race. 2 max. Gonna depend on the tires. Kieran is a little bit of a tire whisperer. He's making his tires last nicely. He's hardly used any. Beck Bones is even better on the tires. This guy is so smooth in the corners. I don't know how he can be so fast and so nice on fuel and freaking tires at the same time, all the time. Coming back and taking a look at Hippie, you see the tire wear is about twice as bad. Ooh, on a purple lap for a Hippie. Didn't see how much it was, and I couldn't go back and look at it because, you know, why would I be able to do that? Dr. Greg's, very, very, very not quite consistent. Working their way to consistency, though. What's happening with these two? Still a half a second splitting them. They are pushing from 4th and 5th place after starting from the back where 22 minutes in. They've worked their way up through 12 people. If it hadn't have been for TJ disappearing, then it would be 13. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Leave me alone. Opal, my guy, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. It's nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. 23 minutes into a 2-hour race. We invited you to this. You need to get your Team Finlanders in on board with this one. I'd love to see you guys join the Skellypunk charity series. As we're watching Bones come through the final chicane right behind Kieran. Looks like they're hoping to get the run on. Maybe one of them can get past Rafa here. Kieran thinking about taking an inside dive through the hairpin. Doesn't go for it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Pushing into Oru's 3 in line. Who's going to let off? Who's going to squiggle? Who's going to lose their speed? It looks like Rafa lost a little bit of speed there. Bones is going to give Kieran the little bump, a little bit of drafty. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Kieran's dropping down for the inside move. Bones following in on the brakes as we come into the S's here. And just like a train there, passing right past there. And you did wake up just a little bit too late. That's okay, though. Next time we'll get you in here. You need to join the Skellypunk Discord so you can be kept up to date on these. We're starting a whole other series here in about a month. You can join in with all of those, too. And don't forget, if you got any spare dollars, we have a link pinned to the chat, and we have a link in the description where we can donate to the Ronald McDonald House, who helps out all kinds of people who need places to stay during, before, and after surgery. Richie, my guy, hanging out and supporting the Transmission Motorsport broadcast of Skellypunk Charity Racing Series special event, 2 hours at Spa. Currently following the aliens here, watching them work their way up from all the way in the back. They are now P3, P4, 3.5 seconds away from Drew, who is only a half a second away from a Howl. They're pushing 18s and 19s pretty consistently. Few 17s. Oh, that's Kieran. Yep, 18s and 19s consistently for these two. So Kieran and Bones are going to be catching them within the next lap or two. We're going to watch these two trying to push around them. Yes, it does look dark. I think it's going to scare people, but we're not supposed to see any rain. Let's go back and take a look at Rafa here. Rafa's putting in some consistent mid-18s to 19s for a while there. A couple of 221s, so I know one of those may have been a little bit of a mistake. The other one was probably giving way to our faster drivers, or it was a penalty for cutting the track like they're going to get for this one right here. I knew that was going to come out as a penalty. I could probably drop out and check out the weather radar, but I don't think we're going to have an issue with weather. Rain. Something. There shouldn't be any rain. We didn't plan for it. We've got Heavy here on 0.3 to a half a second off his best, which is a 218, so he's just about to start jumping into the 217s here. Just rocketed around Rafa. Here's Greg's. Greg's with the fastest lap of the race, still in 7th place, pushing from the back. Didn't set a good quality time because the goal was for the fastest to start from the back, and they still have another hour and a half to push their way up to the front. Rafa's still holding on to that penalty, so Dr. Greg's is probably going to make it around Rafa here when we get down to the end. right before we're coming to the chicane. Oh, nope. Yeah. Here comes the penalty zone right here. Oh, the ominous clouds in the back. Every time I see clouds like that, even in this game, I think about Twister when I was 15 years old when I went to go watch Aviators. It was fun. So Greg is slipping right around Rappa there. So Dr. Greg, on their way up, about halfway through the field now, still has an hour and a half to make it the rest of the way forward. Mr. Mugelina pushing very consistently in the 19s and 20s. And a big track reset after a horrible cut there. It must have been a late break. Moomin Papa, 15 seconds back from there, P10. Not the most consistent laps, getting some decent times in the 18s. Our man, the hooligan, is running 18.5 for the fastest lap, consistently closer to the 20-ish is. Look at this gorgeous livery made by our Bonjour'in, the tree pusher, Emma Rocks. She has been making us lots of pretty liveries to run on our cars. And we've got the hooligan sliding through Eau Rouge. Going to be pushing, we've got still an hour and a half left as he tries to make his way back towards the front of the field again. I know our man hooligan can run 17s, and so it's just a matter of getting back into that consistency. Now here is Ian. Ian is not at the top of his game today. Normally he's much faster than this. He's doing 220s very consistently today, all the way down. And our man Falconer runs just a little bit loose coming through the hairpin right after the start finish. We've got a 230, some mid-20s. So the Falconer is having a rough time on track today. He's usually more consistent than this as well. So he is down to about 1/3 of his tires worn off. Let's go check out Howell. Is pretty close in tire wear. Oh, that's what happened. I was wondering how you got cut off, but I definitely, I was actually spectating you when it happened, and all of a sudden everything just went nuts, and you were in the grass going full speed like it was tarmac, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? We got a little bit of lag, and then the next thing I know, you went full speed through the final chicane, and that was fun to watch. It was interesting. I was hoping it was just a lag spike. Unfortunately, it got dropped. I really wish you could have finished it out. It would have been really interesting to watch you finish your way up. You can come through and see. You would probably be P2, maybe P1 by now. You were ahead of Kieran, I think. Kieran was chasing you down, if I remember. Yeah, you definitely put on a good show. You were working your way up nicely. You had fast lap times, close racing. I was really looking forward to watching you battle with Beck Bones and Kieran the rest of the way through. But you can see here, Mr. Beck Bones is still only at 2:17.6 for the fast lap. Kieran is can't see it behind the move car, 2:17.5. Dr. Greggs is still the fastest, and you were on to beat Dr. Greggs. Did we lose Dr. Greggs? Oh no, we lost Dr. Greggs too. No, that is too bad. Yeah, I saw that happen. I didn't see that you killed him. Oh, maybe Dr. Greggs just didn't have time, so yeah. Dr. Greggs had to go. Something came up. Yeah, no, you were purple by about 3/10, I think, right before the crazy glitchy stuff happened. And you were going to have that 16.9 beat for sure. You'd have probably been 16.6. What do you mean what's happening? Yeah, I know you were going to get fast lap. You were pushing for a 16.3 at least. So far, we are now down to just... Oh, no. Okay, no. So we lost TJ due to his PS shutting off. Dr. Greg's mentioned that since we got such a late start, they may not have time to finish. So he ended up having to drop out because we had issues getting things going this morning. Too many people committed to drive and not enough people showed up. So that was a frustrating little bit, and it took us a minute to get things going. But now that things are going, we're good. And so we are still seeing consistently 18s and low 19s. We've got one good low 18 here from Sea Howl. Drew bit only 0.3 of a second behind. Been pushing to try and catch up. Just a little bit faster there with an 18.09. And so Drew's got his work cut out for him coming around here. And then Kieran only 2 seconds back with a 2:18 flat-ish for the last lap. Kieran has got lots more time left in him. I know he can go much faster. Only a half a second back here. We're going to follow Beck Bones and watch him come through here at the corner. By the end of this lap, I'm thinking if they are not right on the tail of Drew, they're going to be within about a half a second as well. Yeah, Hooli decided not to stream this one. He gets caught up in it sometimes, and it affects the racing, so he thought he would leave it off this time around. So, bummed out. You were streaming this one, right? You probably would have gotten more donations than I do because I've got a measly 100 subscribers on here, so I don't get around quite as much as some of the more popular streamers do. As we watch Kieran come up, they've closed just about 2-3 tenths off through that last half a lap right there. Let's see, come around, pushing just a little bit wide, not able to get the run out of the final chicane that we would hope. Tire wear, not too bad for these guys. We've got it on ×1, I believe. So, yeah, here, this guy here, Backbones, this is the tire whisperer. His front tires, I don't know how he is so fast and smooth and keeps his tires so well worn. And so if we can look here, I'm betting we've got a little bit of front brake balance running because the tire wear is so even. 3/8 of the tank fuel left. Drew is eating the fuel comparatively, almost down to a quarter. Tire wear fairly even as well, so maybe running a little bit of front brake balance as well. I would have to say here is either 0 or a little bit forward on brake balance. But you need to go. Oh, you got this. It's right here. And then Mr. Backbones looks like he did not change the brake balance. Is running tight on the rear. You can see that his tire wear on the rear is worse than the front, but he's still running with about 3/8 of a tank of fuel as well. Come down and check out Hippie. Same kind of. Everybody is real close. You can tell some of them are revving it out just a little bit more. Jeez, 148. Send your people over to my channel. I never get anything near that. That is insane. Check out Rafa here. Rafa, bottom back tires are wearing just a little bit more as well and running just a little bit lighter, heavier on fuel than a couple of people. Watching Nick here. And Nick is running in VR. The tire wear, everybody is pretty even on it, other than the Whisperers who have a little bit more left on the front. And this is a fun place to come and take a look. Look at that side-by-side through there flat out. That was a nice move by these two. What is he pushing for here? He's going to take the inside line to the end of the chicane. Nice Nice clean move by Nick. Look at that. That was fun. Oh, that sucks. I wonder if that there's something on the effect of the network there. I had that issue last night where I was having some issues with that. Yeah, you're famous and popular and obviously just a better streamer than I am. Either that or you've just been around for like 30 years or something, which you're not even 30 years old, are you? You do call yourself TJC Gaming, don't you? You're 43? We're the same age? That's weird. When's your birthday? My birthday's in November and I turned 44. Come out and check out the Moomin' Papa eating up his tires. Eating up his fuel. Ah, so you are a touch older than me. Haha, you're old. Usually I'm the oldest one around. My birthday is just like months before everybody else's or something like that, so. Come down the hooligan. His tires are wearing, just like a few of the others. He's burned up a little bit of extra fuel. Are we going to make it to the halfway point? We are before they refuel, so they're going to make it. They'll be good, good, good. Moomin the King, we like this guy. He helps us a lot. Ian, still down there in the 20s with a couple of 23s. I don't know what happened to him today. He's usually much quicker than this. Maybe he just doesn't like this track. Maybe it's the combo. I don't know, but he's burning up fuel. He's burning up his tires. And not on pace where he normally would be. Just spoke with the Falconer. It looks like our man Dave has made a pit stop. Get some new tires ever since the TJ drop. He ended up with a poor handling car, so he was having a rough moment there. So he went into the pit stops. He's letting auto drive do its job for a moment, probably having a sip of something, grabbing a snack. Why not? Why wouldn't we? And then we're going to come up and look at this gap. Here we are now down to 0.7 of a second with Kieran and Beck Bones a half a second away from each other. Ready to take on Drew and Howell at the front. So we've had these two running close front to back all race and these two running close front to back all race. Let's take a look at this one from 4th place. This is going to be a fun one to watch them come through and battle this. Where are they going to make their pass? Where is he going to set it up at? And the question is, Backbone's going to be able to follow Kieran straight through, or is Kieran going to be able to get past them? And our man Jimmy, get held up for a minute while Kieran runs away with a little bit of open air and clear track. Because both of these two have got much faster lap times than the two they are chasing down right now. Oh, it looks like Drew is hoping to set up and put a move on Howell through here. You can see him gaining, getting just a little bit closer through these corners. Let's go up here and watch it like this. Drew putting the pressure on Howell right now. Howell in our Jägermeister Porsche. We got lots of guys in the DTR that would really love this livery right here. Richie, if he's still in here, I'm sure appreciates this one. Down to a quarter of a tank finally. Drew wondering if he's going to be able to put a move on the outside as Howell closes off the inside line. Drew just a little bit heavy on the gas, does not get the exit. So we've got both of these guys running a decent defensive race. Oh no, we have a penalty. Decently defensive race and keeping our faster drivers right there at a half a second behind. So this is going to be where the action is until we can watch Kieran and Bones pop around to the front of these two, and then we'll have our two separate battles coming on all over again. Nick is 13 seconds behind the leader, hoping he can make up some time. Nick is usually much faster than this. I don't know if it's because he's not used to the VR, but it could be something. Let's go and take a look, because I can. We'll move this over here like this, and then we're going to turn this on. And then we're going to go in here and look at, this is our man Nick. This is what he is running in VR right now. So we're going to have just a slight bit of delay from where it actually was on my race. But this is what his race is looking like right now. And does that not just look so freaking pleasing to be able to turn your head and see your apex and see your exit and look at your mirrors? Like, you see the rear view down in the center of that car. Look how great that looks. He actually has to look over to the side to see his timing and his tire wear. It's not, well, okay, that little bit in front of my face right there would annoy me, but it's also in this one too. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal. The VR looks absolutely amazing, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing his stream. Maybe I'll have to put some permission on there or something a little bit later on. I am not a real housewife. Ask my wife. She says I'm no good at it. I suck at being a housewife. Oh, how I made a mistake is I was out there watching somebody else, and can I go back? We're trying to go back now. Oh! So I'm not going to be able to see what happened, but I can see that Kieran and them got around. Let's end that replay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So are we back to regular now? Yep, I'm learning how to hit that instant replay thing. So Kieran and Beckbone was able to get around him. It looks like it might have taken Beck just a second longer to get around. There was something going on there, keeping... Drew and Howell lost a lot of time in that one, so I don't know what happened, but there was some kind of action. We're going to have to do a replay or something of this and try and find some highlights maybe next week. But we've already got these two pushing for a make fast lap. We're on a purple for Backbones, and that's going to put him at least a 16.9. Before I lose my voice, we'll take a little bit more drink of energy because I'm not talking fast enough as it is. Oh, yeah. I know. I really... Hey, Mujalito, what are you doing here? Oh, you're... Okay. Just so long as... Okay, you pitted. That's why you're saying hi. Gotcha. I was like, just so long as you're still in the race. You're a guy. Like, come on, man. You keep along racing. Nice to see you. Keep pushing. I know you got more time in you there, Muji. Let's see. We'll try and look at the splits here for a second. We got 1 second gap between our two fastest. I don't know why I just switched as that lap time popped up. Split time. Kibbies. Oh no, we're listening. I've got Backbones on the radio on my ear, and sounds like his foot is falling asleep. I gotta be careful with that gas pedal. It can be rough. Don't drink too much fuel. So we're down to under a quarter of a tank. Look at the fuel on these two. It's so close. The tire wear. And it looks like Mr. Kieran is burning his front tires up just a little bit more. So that could make the end of this stint interesting depending on who pushes too hard or not. It looks like Drew has decided to drop into the pits. Let's check it out. Just not happy with tires, it looks like. Almost need to take a fuel left. Got plenty of time to make up those things. So our guy Kieran here is pushing in open air, only a half a second back to second place. Backbones now pushing for a fast lap. Let's see what happens here. He's running purple. So that's going to put him at least in the 216s. He's quick. And there's no reason he shouldn't be able to get faster here. These guys are all low on fuel. They've got decent tires. Actually, Beckbones, our man Jimmy's got really good front tires compared to Kieran right now. So he could possibly push a little bit harder into these corners. And maybe drop that time down a little bit. Would love to see that fast lapping. TJ was nailing just about 16.3s in practice right before everything went to whatever. Annoying that his PlayStation died. It was blast watching him. He would have been right here with these two, and that would have been our front battle, our podium battle right there with TJ, Kieran, and Beckbones. Here's our hippie with the pretty pink. Oh my god, I love the color of that pink on his car. Amazing looking livery. Hippie doing real well in here. I don't know this guy. I've never seen him before. But it comes in, he's busting out 17s, decent lap times, running 3rd place so far with our closest follower here, Nick, 3 seconds back nearly. This is our guy running VR. God, it must be so satisfying to be running in VR. Maybe Mr. Opal will buy me a PS5 so I can put it in my, and then in VR so I can do that too. Anyway, oh goodness, Howell just comes right up behind Nick right there. Holy goodness. Anyway, let's not forget, everybody, this is for a charity. We are running this for Ronald McDonald House Charities. They give you a place to stay in hospitals. Your kid needs heart surgery, cancer treatments, whatever. They've always got a hospital or a hotel-like place nearby a hospital. They make it convenient to visit, and they make it convenient to be out of your home. There's always a place to cook. It's always a secure facility. You can't get in without an ID card. It's an amazing facility. It's an amazing place, and they've helped out. Like, they have helped out me, yes. Oh, see how running just a little bit hard there. Ran right through that set of S's. Raffo that have a ability. But they've helped out not only me, but they've helped out my niece. They've helped out Phil Hooligan. I think we personally know about, like, just in the team, through the people in the team, I think 10 or 12 of us have been helped out by Ronald McDonald House already. It's a really great place. That's where we're trying to raise money for. I've got a link in the chat, and I've got a link in the description. If you know people that aren't into racing, you can share the link with them. They can donate just to that. Our goal is $500. We've been pushing this for nearly 6 months so far, and we raised 192. TJ was my hope for getting us a few more donations there. He's got quite a bit more followers and viewers than I do usually, so it would have been really cool to see him be able to finish it, stream this stuff out, and actually he could probably jump in and spectate at this point. We got spare places if TJ wants to jump in and do his own stream too. But yeah, let's hit that $500 goal at least. It'd be really cool to blow it away. Hey, Sam's at 23 is joining the lobby. I don't know. I think they were meant to be in the race. Oh my goodness, just a light little tap right there. Oh, and Howell is going back into the pits once again. Let's go up and see what our leaders are doing. Oh my goodness, Backbones, what happened? 2:25 on the last lap. There must have been a bit of a spin. We now have 8 seconds separating our two leaders, P1, P2. Backbones has got it in him. He's got the skills to catch back up. Our fast lap is still by Dr. Greggs, who ran shy on time and had to leave. But Backbones and Kieran are both fighting to try and beat that right now. Looks like their problem sector might be this one right here, coming through Sector 2 on Spa. This is where they're losing their most time. They're always purple before here, and it looks like sometimes they're about to catch it back up in the last sector, but for some reason, they're not quite able to hold on to it and hold into that 16. I know that they can both get into the 16s. These are the fastest drivers of the Porsche Cup Series so far. Let's look at Hippie here, running very this is going to be the thing right here. Consistency is going to be a big key in this for all of these drivers. You look here, what is it here? The last 6 laps, besides a couple of issues before that, I think the 6 laps before that as well, all right there in the mid to high 18s, every now and then dropping one to the lower 18s. But there's a 2-second lead from Hippie back to Nick, our man DTR M3 guy. And it's been the consistency, holding it together for the first 53 minutes, being able to keep those consistent lap times that keeps him up here. You see Nick here, he's hit a couple of 217s, but he's had a couple of washouts, maybe understeer moments. I don't think he quite spun or went off track, but there's a couple of 219s in there and a couple of others that were like 220 earlier on. So the consistency has really helped Hippie hold on to the position he's got right now on the podium. Nick is pushing here though, and it looks like he's been catching him, and he's made up a lot of time. He was P7 or 8 there a while back, and it looks like he's really come into it with the VR and his Porsche, and he's going to be fighting for a podium here within a couple of laps. Rafa 9 seconds back from Nick and 22 seconds ahead of Drew. So Rafa has had a good race up so far, not quite as consistent as what we're seeing from Hippie, but still keeping the lap range within about 2 seconds there. A couple of really good lap times, a couple that are not so great, but averaging out to be, you know, okay. Keep checking the chat. Nobody's talking a whole lot in here, so welcome anybody. Come and watch. Donate to the Ronald McDonald House charity. Come back here. Drew was having an amazing race, holding on up front for a long time there. And just a small mistake. No, that was Howell that had the mistake. So Drew made the pit stop, and that's why Drew was sitting back as far as they are. I think there was also a mistake to put them back a little bit farther as well. Oh no, that sucks. That's okay if you had to drop it, Dave Falconer. Not everybody can hold on all the way through these sometimes. I mean, it's 2 hours. It's really hard to stick it out for an extra hour if you just feel like you're not doing as well as you should be. Let's come out and take a look here. Howell, 10 seconds back from Drew. These were our 2 leaders for the first, I don't know, a little over a quarter of the race. 3/8 of the race, these 2 were battling for first place for a while there. We got a couple of people on fresh tires now. Moo and Pava, tires are about half worn. I would expect to watch him come into the pit sometime soon. Fairly consistent, down and running 220s, a couple of 19s. I expected to see Moomin pushing 18s and 17s on this one, actually. He's usually a lot faster than he is today. Maybe it's just not trying to push so hard and stay more consistent. Here we've got the Mugelina. Her Mugelina. I like this guy. He's a nice guy. Fairly new tire, so he made a pit stop. I think it looks like we may be losing about 45 seconds in the pit, so 30 seconds behind the leader once they start making their pit stops, if I'm correct. Then we're going to watch him come around and finish this lap and see how he does. He filled up 100%. So I'm wondering if that might have been a little bit overfueled for this here. I'm already sick of hearing myself speak, and my throat is starting to hurt. Yeah, this is fun. So a 2:19.8 is putting in nice consistent laps. 19 seconds back from there, we've got our hooligan who is putting in mostly 19s and 20s. A couple of incidents back there. It looks like a 39 and a 41. looks like he lost traction. Maybe he had an incident with somebody, I can't quite tell. He was running 17th last night when we were doing a practice lap. I was putting in... Uh-oh, here it comes. Excuse me. He was putting in 17th last night with me, so... my optimum was down in the 16s, but I could never quite put that lap together and get it down there. We got some true aliens to be able to run 16s like they were. And have been. It looks like our man Ian has decided to come out and drop into the pits around lap 24 on fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming out into our 25th lap. Backbone's hitting the pits. So he's pitting 1 lap earlier than Kieran. Kieran is going to be here he comes. He's almost out of fuel. He's probably going to be pushing it to finish this one. And Backbones is going to try to push the undercut on Kieran here, making the pit stop 1 lap early. Let's see how that works out. Backbones may be held up as he comes out of the pits. Watching that tank fill up nice and slowly there. But if he gets held up by traffic, it may have been a mistake. It's really going to depend on what happens here, where he comes out, and if he has any open track in front of him. So let's see this. Backbones is coming out with 31 seconds of open track on fresh tires, 7/8 of a tank of fuel, so he really has a shot to make this undercut happen. We're going to watch Kieran come into the pits on the next one. He's running on some pretty worn tires. You can hear the understeers coming through right there. Very consistent in those mid-18s. Look at that. I think maybe my +2 brake balance helped me out a lot on here. I did not expect to be getting the same kinds of lap times as these guys in my practice lives, but I use the same lobby settings. These guys are usually much quicker than me, and I'm seeing them hitting down the same kind of lap times that I would normally get. So that's interesting. Here we go. Backbones not cutting down the lead from Hippie all that much. Looks like he's taken about a ½ a second off so far here. But it's going to be fun to see where Kieran comes out of the pits with. Drew will back up to 5th place, just a ½ a second behind Backbones here. And we're rooting for Backbones. Backbones is Transmission Motorsports. He's our guy. We like this guy. He's super fast, super nice, fun to race around. Super, what's the word? Considerate when he's on the track. He's good driver. Kieran in the pits. And Nick takes the lead. We're going to watch Backbones coming up in the corner here. So we have a ½ a tank of fuel as Backbones comes through the chicane. No, push. Where is he going to come out? Kieran on his way out of the pits right now. Backbones. What is going on? Where is it? It looks like Kieran was able to shave some time in the pits. They had about 7-second gap before Backbones went into the pits, and they're coming out just about the same. So it looks like it was neither here or there with those pit stops. They're still holding pretty much a similar gap of where they were holding before. But we've got Backbones on for a best already. So he's looking at hitting a 16.7 right now if he can hold on to this. Kind of curious. I wish I could change and see what they're doing with their brake balance right here. I think +2 brake balance is really good for this track for handling and lap times. It might not be so great for the tires, but my tires wore pretty evenly when I put it on +2. And Nick in the lead, pushing solid 218s consistently ever since he hooked it up. It looks like he's really driving into it, and he's going to have to make the pit stop now. He's up by 23 seconds. He's probably going to come out just right around where Drew is here. Drew is only a half a second behind Backbones now. So this could end up being a battle. We got Drew with the 2:17.6. Now I can't see Beck's fastest lap anymore, but it's just about the same. So unless Backbones turns it on and starts hitting those low 17:16s, this could be a battle here with Drew. Come up and watch Kieran. Kieran has got, seems like a lot of time to get into the pits. Oh, he's not even fielding yet. So we'll see where that comes through. Watch Drew. Where's Drew going to come through here? Going to take an outside line. Backbones is holding, blocking track. Keeping the car right where Drew would want to try and nose his way in there. Let's see what happens coming through here. This is a good spot if you can get early on the gas to make up some time. You don't want to catch them coming through a Rouge, but if you can be catching them through a Rouge and then actually get close right here as you're coming into the straights, you can catch that draft and then force an inside line, or even sometimes run the outside line around through the first of these S's and block the inside line for the second half of it and make a pass right here. And you can't push too hard though. You push too hard, you're gonna. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm excited to see the battle here. Hold on, Drew. Hold on. You got this. All right. Kieran back in the lead by 7.5 seconds. Backbones. Drew breathing down his tailpipes. And Drew just right there. The hippie is only 3 seconds back now. The hippie's making some good time. Made a really smart pit stop, I think. Good on tires, good on fuel. I think everybody should be able to push the end of this race. We got 55 minutes left here at Francorchamps. And Nick is now within 15 seconds of leaders, 4 seconds back from Hippie. So after making that, whoa, what's going on here? Did he not change his tires? I think Nick refueled and did not change his. I hope that's a mistake on what my screen is showing. That's not good. And so it looks like Kieran and Beck have got probably plenty of fuel to finish. It looks like they've refueled up to about 85% or something. Drew might be cutting it close. Hippie, though. Hippie may have put it too early. Hippie's making great time. Making up some time. Now only 11 seconds back from the lead. I'm pretty sure it was 13. Just super recently. Just a couple of minutes ago. M3 guy, Nick. Oh, no, I was talking about him before. So, Nick's 16 seconds back. 5 seconds back from Hippie. So, he can make up some time. I don't know about the strategy with the tires here. That seems very risky to me to have not changed tires on that pit stop. I'm very curious to see how he pushes this through. It might have been his strategy to save the tires, only push around 18 to 18 laps, and use the strategy of not changing tires to save some time and make it to the front. I'm not 100% on board with that one. Here we go with Howell. Howell has only got a half a tank of fuel left, nearly brand new tires, so we're probably going to have to watch Howell's fuel save or make another pit stop, because I don't think a half a tank of fuel is enough to go another 55 minutes here in this race. Rafa's plenty of fuel to finish, fresh tires, P7. Let's hope. Why do they have such great tires after running almost 10 laps after pitting? That's crazy. Anyway, making good time. Let's see some 18s. It'd be nice to see a couple of more 17s by some of these drivers in here. I know they have it in them. Most of these people are usually faster than me. We're going to come down and check it out. Mr. Hooligan still pushing consistently around the 219, 220 point. 16 seconds back from Mujolina. It looks like he made his pit stop, so these two got just another 15 minutes of chilling. They got time in front, time in back. Moomin Baba and the Atlas. What was it? Multimatic Mcdonald House Plus. Running not too consistently, but keeping it around the 220s. P10 and Ian doing the same thing. His fast lap of the race so far, 218.9 during lap 27, running on softs. It looks like pitted 2 laps ago. So we know that Ian is good to finish the race. Let's see if his strategy was just to keep it calm and steady, and maybe the pit strategy is what he was hoping for, some clear track and just hold on to it and maybe get a good finish. Let's go up and see what's happening here. Beck Bones is closing that gap down by just about 0.3 of a second since the last time we were up here checking on them, and he has opened up a gap back to Drew by 1.8 seconds now. So Drew pushing, holding on real well. I think he may be just trying too hard to push and make that pass. Maybe that's how he slipped and got back there a little ways. Great run so far today by Drew. I don't have any reference for the skill level, but anybody who's up in the top 3 pushing to stay close with Kieran and Beck has got to have some serious pace and control, consistency, and they got it. So congratulations on a good run so far. As I really wanted to see that. Let's do this. Is this gonna work? It's only 5 seconds. I just did the same thing. Let's try this one. Let's try this one again. Okay, so we went 15 seconds back. I figured it out. We're going through the replay. We're going to watch the run come around as Drew gets just a little bit squirrely. Hippie holds on to it and makes the pass as we come through. That was really cool. I played a replay. That was awesome. I must say, Just Game and Real, Mr. Justin, our other streamer who is doing comms in Lobby B right now. Thank you for giving me tips on how to run the keyboard while doing this, because that was a really cool feature. It was nice to be able to see that pass this time. I have no idea how many times I miss a piece of action and just don't get to see it again. But now, we got to see the action. Alright, let's go down and see what's going on here. 7.5 second gap from Drew to Nick. Nick is still holding very consistent right around the 218, high 218, low 219 mark. Ever since he got consistent, he had a rough start there. He's been super consistent coming through. And oh, Jimmy asking how I can still talk. I got skill. I'm good at running my mouth. I don't know how I do it either. Maybe it's because I'm good at talking to myself because nobody listens to me anyway, so I just run that mouth and just, talk about nothing all day long. I'm good at it. So, we've got Howl only 1 second back from Nick. So we could see a battle coming up here. Howl is putting in 17s here and there, lots of 218s, so very similar on pace, but had a couple of quicker laps than Nick. We've got Howl with less fuel and more tires, So there's a good chance that if Howell's pushing hard enough here, Howell's going to be able to make this pass. We are 1.2 seconds back, so let's see what happens. We're going to come up to the final chicane here in just a minute. Come through, we're going to watch him through the hairpin and see what happens at Eau Rouge before I change our view here. And it looks like Howell just might be on controller the way that it's a little bit yanked. Oh no, I thought that might be a penalty. But Howell can make the pass here as we come through. Get on it early, not that hard. So close to be able to make that pass. We're now within 0.4 of a second coming up on that hairpin. Let's see if we can get the pass coming around the corner right here, or are they going to set it up and hopefully catch the run through Eau Rouge? Oh, a little bit close for my liking on this one. I do not like to be this close to Eau Rouge. I like to be catching through Eau Rouge to this point at the end of it. There's a lot of dirty air to hit that full through. Oh, they're in 6th gear. Somebody should tell them to not shift into 6th gear ever in the Porsche on this track. 6th gear does you 0 favors. And anybody who's listening has an advantage over anybody who's not, who was using 6th gear before, because, yeah, 6th gear in the Porsche on this track is just freaking ridiculously garbage. Alright, here we go. Drew still got a fast lap at 2:17.6. Max Vez. Who is Max Vez? That was that one person. But I can't remember the name anymore because it's not on there. Dr. Drew. No, Dr. something. The Doctor. The Doctor's fastest lap still stands right now. So now we've got Backbones is turning up the heat. He's now caught another half a second on Kieran coming up through. Finishing up lap 32 here with... Oh, it doesn't matter which side I look at. With 45 minutes to go here. 45 minutes to make up another 6.5 seconds. And fast lap is 17.6. I can't see their fast lap, his fast lap anymore. So we're going to watch and see what happens as we come around right here. There's another 0.3 of a second taken off just through the chicanes right there before they start making straight. Always super good at getting on the gas early coming out of that chicane right there. See if he can make up some more time, or is Kieran better at getting the run out of that first corner? Careful not to upset the car through a Rouge like that. I know you can gain just about another mile per hour coming through that corner up around into the straight right here, if you can keep it smooth through Eau Rouge and its evil twin right behind it, because that curve will kill you. Not kidding. Hippie, 2 seconds behind, still holding on. 5.2 seconds back, we've got Drew's. Oh, getting loose. Looks like Drew's having a little bit of fun doing some drifty stuff through there. That was nice. All right, here comes Nick. Still running very consistently in those 220s. P5 after being back there, I think it was P8 or 9 for a minute, running his VR. Seemed like he had a fairly rough start, but since has been doing all right. He made the decision. I think he made the decision. I don't think he would have forgotten to change his tires, but he did not change his tires enough. Maybe it's just a challenge to see if he can finish the race on one set of tires. His rear left is looking scary. Not gonna be happy with that tire here in a few more laps. We still have 43 minutes to go here. I don't think his tires are going to make it. He's going to have to make another stop and change that out. Howell with a 2.5 penalty. We'll see if we can go back and see how that happened. Nope, we cannot go back and see how that happened. Go back to real life here. All right. So here he goes, decelerating in the penalty zone. Nick losing some time, now 10 seconds behind Drew. Nick's tires are just not going to handle this. Scary running right there. That might be just a little bit of a penalty for running 2 tires into the green. Not able to stop on time. Yep, he's hitting the pits. Tires are not going to make it. He says, I'm pulling in. So, Backbones tying 1 on as we come through here. He wants to catch Kieran so badly. See, if we had VR, we could do this. Look at that. Look at that pink car coming up in the mirror right there. 1.5 seconds back. 5.5 seconds up to our P1 Mr. Creasy Kieran in the Monster Porsche. Our 2 fastest drivers of the Porsche Cup Series. Well, they kind of have a run for the money now. We got the new driver, Emma Rocks. She joined in halfway through and was able to take away some of their points for the overall, and she probably could have done even better. She's super quick and super consistent, and I'm going to have to change this out here, because if I don't, I will lose a chat in my ears because my battery is dying. Don't fall out, don't fall out, don't fall out. We got it. Alright, cool. Mischief managed. Alright, Backbones. Here we are trying to close that gap down a little bit. It is not using up quite as much of the track as possible. And able to hold on full throttle through those corners. He's almost got as much speed as you can there. Maybe more important to keep it consistent like he is, though, than to try and run hot laps. We all know me. I get into it, start running hot laps in the middle of a race because I'm halfway through the field and I want to do better, and I push it till I crash. He's a better driver than me. Maybe I should learn a lesson. So he has made up another half a second. He's on his personal best, 217.5. It didn't switch out for some reason on our HUD, but whatever. Still 2 seconds in the lead from Hippie. Hippie now with a 9-second lead over Drew, who's got 20 seconds over Howell. Drew's tires are looking a little bit worse for wear. I expected them to be a little bit better. They fitted and changed their tires not too long ago. So he's burning those tires up just a little bit. I think we're going to go ahead and run with RS all the way through this race. It's mostly for fun. Check out C Howell here. Little bit better tire wear. Much less fuel. I do not know if that fuel is going to last. It might. Maybe they're going to fuel save and make it last and do better on the tires. I can't know. I'm not in their head. Let's go down and see how Mujalina is doing with a 6-second gap up to Nick, who is now down to P7. I thought he was P5 a minute ago. Moo and Papa, 24 seconds back from Mujalina. Another one of our friends here, Mujalina. Moo and Papa, Nick. These guys are all DTR. We do lots of races with them through the EDTM, Dyko Bug series. The great guys. We call them our sister team. So here we are. We've got 39 minutes left of this race. Again, this is all for charity. I'm talking myself hoarse, trying to raise up. We're at $192 so far. We're trying to push that up to $500 during this last double lobby 2-hour special event at Francorchamps. Let's get those donations and knock that up to $500. And great charity. They do great works. Tiltify is like the best third party we can find to donate through. We don't see any of it ever. It goes straight through into the charity you're donating to. So literally, we're just doing this for funsies. Let's go down and see. Here is our guy Phil. Now, fastest lap is 2:18.3. trying to push it back in and get into consistent 18s, 19s, 20s again. His tires look freaking amazing. It looks like he's got just about enough fuel to push to the end of this race. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. With a few of the people that are a little bit higher up, I think there's going to be a couple more people that stop once or twice more. Oh, I know what happened up here. There was an extra pit stop. That's what happened right here. He was in fifth place. He lost the time because he had to make that extra pit stop due to his tires being toasted. And it looks like we got Rafa 3.7 seconds ahead, going to Eau Rouge as we speak. Be fun to see Nick catch him. So Nick is pushing 19s and 20s. Rafa is pushing right around the same kind of times. One high 18 there I can see on the screen right now. Very possible he could hold on to it, but Nick has a way of coming up and driving down your tailpipe towards the end of the race. Super quick driver. Super, super hard to stay in front of. Well, for me anyway. There's a couple of guys in here that just obviously don't have a problem. Let's go back and take a look at our leaders once again. Becca Bones has taken another 2.5 seconds off of that lead. It is only 3.5 seconds trailing behind Kieran now. And so that's been about 3 or 4 laps since we've looked at that. Yep, no more than that. So our man TX and Backbones Jimmy is pushing that Porsche as hard as he can. So far his best lap is still at 17.5. I know that he can get that down into the 16s. I'm challenging him right now to do it. So 217.4. Kieran has not gotten less than a 217.7 in the last 10-ish laps. So we're watching the gap shrink between these two right now. Looks like our friend GRT Hippie is 4 seconds back now, still holding his own in third place with a 14-second gap back to Drew. Drew's doing a little bit better on fuel, but I'm thinking that this 3/8 here is going to be just about enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. So as long as they're good on, they're better on tires too. It looks like Hippie is going to be able to hold on to this podium finish as long as they can keep it steady and stay consistent through here. Not worse than third place. Backbones pushing. Let's get to the corner. Is he closing the gap anymore yet? I want to see that gap shrink. I love Kieran, he's a great guy, but I want to see these two battle it out. As we push. Every time we go, just slightly widen that corner right there. The rear end likes to kick around and send you into a drift through that corner. That can be a tough corner to get right sometimes. So that little drift through the corner back there cost him about 0.3 of a second. So he still got his work cut out for him. Drew with a very comfortable gap behind him, 26.2 seconds back to 5th place. So our top 5 drivers are split by a total of 49 seconds. That'll tell you just how big of a gap we have in abilities, basically. Kieran and Backbones are just, I don't know how they do it. I'm getting closer to their abilities, but I don't think I'll ever quite be able to battle and keep up with them. Nearly alien status, if not alien. I mean, I bet they've each hit the top 100 times on the leaderboards for daily qualifying. I'm sure they gold every single time trial that they try and do. Go in and look, but we won't dox them, I guess. And here we have Rafa with a hot lap coming up behind, trying to make the pass on Howell. Takes away the outside for the first half of the chicane. Are we gonna get a run after And it looks like they're closing the gap just a little bit. Where are they going to catch up to Howell? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Everybody is leaving just a little bit of extra space on that apex on turn 1. Rafa is closing the gap ever so slowly coming into Eau Rouge. They take Eau Rouge quite differently than I do, actually. Good for a lead, or good for a run on Howell, though. Where are they going to go? They're going to go for the outside in the first part of the turn. They're going to take away the apex through the second half of it, I think is the goal. Not able to hold on to the side-by-side to that corner, though. That's okay. We're going to give these guys just a couple minutes to see what happens. Nick in P7 also battling for 5th place through here with these guys. This could be lots of fun. Hey! Nice, nice. You know what? We can... Let's watch this battle for a second. There we go. Now my mouse is back alive. Let's go over. Which one is this? This is mine. I don't want to see me. That's that. I don't want to see that. What is this? This is... I thought he said he had 10 drivers in there. Oh, yeah. 45-second gap. He's got 5 drivers. That's what's going on over there. Nick pushing with a 1/10 gap. Where is he going to make his move? Another side-by-side inside these 4 turns, almost nicking the backhand in quarter panel of Rafa's car there. I'm going to hit the chicane, come through the start-finish line, and I know that Nick is going to push. He's going to push for a pass where he is able to get on the throttle super early through that last corner. Rafa's wiggling his car. Nick, considering diving the inside, goes against it, gets the tight turn, not on the accelerator fast enough to make that pass. There's going to be some exciting racing right here in just a minute. 4-second gap. Looks like Beck Bones lost a little bit of time there. That's too bad. He better get a move on. We've got 30 minutes to watch these two battle. I want to see them battle. So here we are with a battle for 5th place. Is there anybody else who is close to anything? We got Holy making the pits, going back to our battle for 5th place. So Nick, Rafa, and Howell. Scratch that reverse. Howell, Rafa, Nick, 5th, 6th, and 7th place coming through. Lap 39 right here. All their recent lap times are 20s, 19s. They are all much faster. They can get, well, Nick has been going faster. I don't know about the other two. It might just be up to Nick to make a safe pass so we can get clean air. They're all really skilled drivers, though, holding on to their lines. Oh, Rafa runs wide. That's going to give Nick the opening he needs to get through. So the battle for 5th is still going. But Nick is now taking just a little bit better position than Rafa. Howell trying to hold on and make that car wide as we come through. Yeah, I like to hold that one in 3rd too. Let's see what happens here. Now we're going to be coming up into the final chicane once again. We've got a half a second gap, and that can easily get made up with a little bit of late raking and playing around through here. I don't like to try and make passes through this section. Surprised Nick went to that inside move. That's the scary one to do. Here they go, and the time has been made up. There was almost contact. He had to slam on the brakes a little bit extra because of that one, I'm sure. Lost himself just about a half a second on that move as Rafa loses a little bit of time. Now 1.5 seconds back. The battle for 4th is, or battle for 5th is just a little bit less tense right now. So now we're watching Let's go inside here. Not that inside. That. Come on, where are you? They're gonna go check out the doom and gloom here, the inside of Crazy Kieran's car. The 3.7 second lead on P2 Armantius and Jimmy. On top 3 fuel and tires, they have enough to make it. And they are all 3 right there on tires. This could be a really interesting finish for these guys here. And it looks like Beck's got a chance of catching Kieran still. I mean, we got 30 minutes left almost, but I think these two have Kieran or have Hippie kind of beaten pace a little bit. So I don't know if Hippie's gonna be able to make it up unless there's a mistake by these two. Which keep pushing Hippie. There's a chance. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. Beck has been catching for quite a few laps now. He was a bit closer a minute ago. He just made up another half a second. Come on, eat that apex. You can have it. It's all yours. And as soon as you hit that little bump after you make that hairpin right there, you can nail the accelerator on this and go faster. The Porsche likes to get stomped on coming out of that turn 1 hairpin. Oh, Drew going back into the pits. Let's change our view again. Is it this one? Doesn't matter. Let's go here. There we go. Now we got the view. Drew into the pits with a 7-second back. Oh, goodness, look at that. Nick here. P5 battle once again. Coming into the chicane. Brakes just a little bit late. Man, he's itching to get around him here. So the battle for P5 just became the battle for P4 because Drew had to drop into the pits and coming out here in P7. Had a feeling that that early pit may have been dangerous. It's got plenty of fuel now to make it to the end. Brand new tires, so this might have been the strategy for Drew here. Drew's got a chance to get back up there and to have that 4th place back, maybe 10 seconds, 1 minute. So yeah, we're not going to see 3rd place, but very good chance here that Drew can get back up into this. We've got a 4-way battle for 4th place. 2 20s, 2 19s, 2 20s, 2 19s, 2 18s, 2 19s. Nick is putting the pressure on Howell. Howell's got 19s and 20s coming through this. And Nick is with the penalty right here, so that could cost him when we come into the penalty zone. But we are still real close right here. If he can get around to Howell before they get to the penalty zone, it would do a lot of good for him to holding on to this. Howell is just parking his car inside every time, blocking the fast line. There's some seriously good defensive driving here. There's no illegal blocking going on, but he's staying in the way. He's making that wide Porsche as wide as he can, and just holding on to this lead right here. We've been within a half a tenth a few times between these two coming through the corners. And there's Nick's loss of the penalty. And that's going to allow Rafa to get around the inside or outside through that corner. And then we've got Drew with the run. So it's a tight battle for 4th place right here. Watch these two bunch up as you come into this. Who's going to get the run coming out of the corner? And it looks like Howell and Rafa are able to hold on and get on the accelerator just a little bit earlier than anybody else. Almost looked like a bump right there between Rafa and Howell. Oh, these two are just going to go in nose to tail through a rouge. Oh, a little bit wide as he's able to hold it on and keep it in the lines, but he lost about 2 miles an hour through there. And another 5-second penalty, so that's going to keep a tight battle for P4 right here. We're probably going to watch Drew get around Nick in the penalty zone unless something happens between here and there that allows Nick to gain a little bit of space. God, these guys are just right there. This is so much fun. All right, Rappa pushing around the outside. I think he's trying to get a run through this corner. Howell blocks him off. Just a perfect placement of that car. This is where it gets exciting watching these guys racing. There's nothing wrong with what he did, but man, it is rough. P4 through 8 you want to see. So we've got half, almost full, very full. Nick is loving tires right now. Drew is loving tires right now. Moomin Papa's kind of hurting on tires. He's not in that battle, but whoa, whoa, whoa. 7. All good, all good. But we've got lots of fresh tires right here. Nick and Drew are on fresher tires than both Howell and Rappa. And it looks like Nick is able to get back ahead of Rappa right there. Pulling over for the penalty zone. Nick is going to lose 1 position, 2 positions. And then it's going to be, once again, battling to get back around. He's got the faster laps. And so he's got the faster laps right here. Let's see what he's trying to do. He's going to try and get a run right here. It looks like he almost had the line for it. Not able to get on the accelerator quite quick enough. But this is an exciting part of the race right here. I like it, I like it, I like it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, Nick. Oh! Oh, what happened? Drew got a little bit squirrely right there, so that allows Nick to get around Drew. Rappa and Nick was side by side right there for just a second. These guys are fighting hard for this. This is good. This is good. Come on. Drew running outside of the slip. I think he doesn't want to be in the dirty air for too long coming into this braking zone. Oh, watch these guys come around this corner, move up to here. I mean, look at that evil grin chasing down Howell by Rappa. Oh, they're so close coming into. Look how close they're getting. They're within a half a tenth at times coming into these corners. There's some exciting racing going on. I hate to move away from this. I really want to go check out some other people, but I really want to go check out some other people, but I really want to see what happens here as Rappa makes a move on the outside, not quite able to hold on to it there. All 3 of them. So we are 1.08, 1.07. We are within a second between these. All 4 of these drivers right here, P4 through P7, push. We got Drew coming around. They got the pass on Rappa now. A little bit of a run on Nick. You can see that Nick is now P5. Oh man, these guys are just battling out. This is great fun. Watch this. Alright, what's Nick gonna do? Coming in right here, he's dying to get the run on. It looks like Howell just gets a little bit squirrely. Is he going to be able to hold on through here? Just enough to get on that accelerator and hold on to a half a second gap. Congratulations on that. Doing really good here, guys. This is some great battle. Let's go see what's going on up at the front. Backbone's our guy. Close that gap down to 2 seconds now. We've got 20 minutes left in this race, and that is plenty of time for him to catch up. 1.8 seconds, 1.7 seconds. Backbones, he's got him in his sights. He's pushing 2:17.1. He's almost into the 16s. 2:17.3. They're both almost into the 16s. They want that fast lap horribly bad. 1.7 seconds back. And Backbones has every chance to catch. 10 seconds front, 50 seconds behind for Hippie. Howell just barely holding on to his lead, but look at these four still so tight. Moomin Papa with 34-second gap up from Mujalina trying to push and catch up with him. Ian's in the pits. Phil is in the pits. Falconer is in the pits. I don't know. It looks like they might be sitting the rest of this race out. Let's go back through and check these guys out. Howell runs wide. That allows Nick through, Rafa, and Drew. And Drew is still pushing to get around Rafa right here. Around the outside. Jeez, go Drew. Good work. Good work. Half a second penalty, though, so that place might just switch right back here in just a second. So here comes. All right. So that's going to allow Rafa to catch. Drew just a little ways back there. He's only a second and a half back. The way these guys are battling, they've got faster lap times than what they are doing. So with the battle going on in front, Howell has every chance of catching back up to these three and making it into a four-way battle for P4 once again. Oh, love watching people get screwed through that section right there. So we've got half tires, we've got full tires. Drew and Nick have the tire advantages right here. Oh, we're placing bets now. We think Howell's going to finish in 5th place. We'll see about that. Kieran with only a 2-second gap right now. Somebody thinks they're having a fuel. I don't think there's going to be a fuel issue unless they push too hard and burn it up. On tires, these two are almost dead even. It looks like they're wearing opposite. The front tire's more here, back tire's more here. But this, we've got 15 minutes. We've got 15 minutes here to see what happens with these guys. It's running close. Nick, now around everybody. He's got some clean air. He's got some faster laps than these guys earlier on. So let's see what happens with Nick here. Nick is starting to run away now. He's now got a 1-second gap back to Rafa. Rafa still only 2/10 ahead of Drew. And Drew's now got a 7-second gap back to Howell. So this is what's left of our big battle right now. And it's going to be between Rafa and Drew. And with these guys battling, this is going to give Nick a chance to run away and Howell a chance to catch back up. With all the pressure these guys are right, that's what I'm saying. The nerves of these guys, I was just going to say that. The nerves of these guys, it's been like 5 or 6 laps now, and these guys have just been right there with each other, side by side, front to back, nose to tail, switching back and forth. Look at this. Drew around the outside takes away 5th place from Rafa. This some very exciting action going on. Rafa, sticks his nose on the inside. I don't think that was a bad move. I don't think it was an illegal move, but it was a very dangerous move. That's vortex of danger. So now we're starting to split this field out just a little bit. We've got Nick running away with 2.5 seconds now ahead of Drew. Rafa now 1 second behind. And Howell has had a couple of issues. Looks like Howell's going to be running too low on fuel to make it to the end. Howell's going to be making one more pit stop. It looks like he has burned through his fuel faster than anybody else out here. Yeah, they should be teaming up right here. Work together. A little bit of updraft. Let's see it move forward. Oh no, Backbone slowed down, and once more he is now 3.7 seconds back. My dream battle for 1st place is getting less and less likely. We will see what happens. They're worried about finishing on fuel here. There's only 15 minutes left. They should have enough to make it. 15 minutes, that's going to be 7 laps. Yeah, okay, so you know what's gonna happen is they're gonna have to save 1 lap worth of fuel over the next 6 laps because I think they're gonna run 7 laps into this. Wait, nope, they're not gonna run because there's only 13 minutes left. So goodbye 13 by 2, that's 6.5, and they're not gonna make that because there's 20 seconds extra in there. I would not be fuel saving. I would risk it all if I were either of them. But that's just me, and this is why they're better than me, probably. Here comes Nick, our man DTR M3 guy with a nearly 2-second lead after that 7-lap battle for 4th place. Nick has got a decent cushion behind him now to hold on to it. Let's hope for his sake. We like Nick. We want Nick to do well, that he can hold on to it. And really fun watching Drew battle with him there for a while. Drew now on for his best lap. Here is Rafa. He's got 3 seconds. And Howell now back 16 seconds. What's Howell doing here? Howell should be in the pits by now. There's no way Howell's gonna make this. Everybody else is worried about their laps, and the Howell's fuel is gone. Mugelina 17 seconds back from there in P8. Moo and Papa almost 2 minutes back from the leader. Ian, I can't tell, 15 minutes back. And the Hooligan 18 with a 1-second penalty. Are these guys on the same lap? They are not. So, why is it showing? Oh, he must have stayed a couple laps. Paused more than somebody else did. Alright. He's here. He's in the race. Alright, so here we have the Heavy, who is gaining ever so slightly on these guys. Heavy's got less fuel than they do, so it could be really interesting how this plays out right here. I don't think that Heavy's got any chance of getting past them. He's definitely fuel saving. He's hardly letting that red bar show before he shifts it out. So our Hippie is pushing that fuel as far as our Hippie can push that fuel. And we're going to check out and see how Mr. Jimmy is pushing for just a moment here. He's pushing his fuel just a little bit harder. I'm kind of going a little bit easier. I can't see if he's doing a fuel map here to save. I wouldn't. I would barely be short shifting to get through the end of this. 12 seconds from P2 to P3. 5 seconds from P1 to P2. And it looks like Kieran is barely trying to save fuel here, if at all. His front tires are a little bit more worn than what Backbone's tires are. So not quite able to push through the corners like Bones is, but he is still doing just a little bit better. He's going to be able to stretch that lead out just a little bit more here as we come to the penalty zone, and our man Jimmy serves another half a second penalty. I bet he's hoping it's the last one for the race. So Hippie short shifting, probably on a fuel map as well. Now 13 seconds down, but he's got 50 seconds back to Nick, our man, DTR M3 guy, who is holding on to a nice, comfortable 2-second lead. Plenty of fuel to finish the race here, plenty of good tires. Oh, push just a little bit too tight into that corner. Way to hold on. That would have been really fun to watch in his stream. That would have been cool in the VR. Alright, here comes Drew. Drew has got a penalty as he caught up through that section where Nick had his sliding mistake. We'll call it a sliding mistake. That's nice, right? We like sliding. So he's trying to make up as much time as he can. We could have another battle for 4th here. Just really depends on what happens after this penalty is served. Where's Nick going to go? How much space can he get out of this? They are 1/10 away. Slight break. Try to catch. That half-second penalty is now cost 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Almost 0.9. It costs a full 0.8 of a second to serve a half-a-second penalty right there. So now the question is he going to be able to push and close that 1 second gap back up? It really depends on if Nick can stay super consistent here or not. And it's been a while since I've said so, so let's not forget, everybody, we are doing this for charity. This is for the Ronald McDonald House. They put you up when your kid is in for heart surgery. They put you up when you're trying to recover from surgery. You need to stay near a hospital. They put you up when your family is in the hospital. I paid something like $10 or $20 a night, access to a full kitchen, secure parking, secure building. You have to use a key card to even get into the main building. Like, you've got a lobby and then a locked door. Oh, we're on a purple lap by almost 0.3 of a second by Drew right here. Drew is pushing. Closed up a half a second trying to catch up to Nick. But we have links pinned in the comments. We have links in the descriptions. Let's raise $500 or more for these guys. The whole goal is raising money for this charity. He didn't do that. Okay, cool. So the workman is not continuing the interruptions right now. But the whole idea of this is to raise money for charity. We're at $200. So every dollar helps. If you can afford $1, if you can afford $5, let's just give them something. Let's raise this up. We're looking to get up to $500 as Drew pushes and now has another 2 second gap, or 0.2 of a second gap with Nick. We've got another battle for 4th place, everybody. Rappa is only 7.5 seconds back. Muji looks like Hera Mujalina is pushed, and now only 33 seconds. He's gained 6 seconds in gap on that, I believe, catching back up to them. C. Howell is running with their flashers on, I think. No, that looks like they're in control. That's not auto drive. Oh, maybe it is. Moon and Papa able to take away P8 from Sea Howl. Sea Howl is just about out of fuel. Moon and Papa's got hurt tires and plenty of fuel to make it to the end. Ian with a full tank of gas. Oh, the hose has plenty of fuel to make it to the end and fresh tires. Let's go back up through the field and see what's happening. Kieran extending the lead. We now have 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. We're going to check and see what time we cross the line, but I think we're going to finish this out in 2 laps. We're going to hit lap 52, should be our last lap. So we'll see what these guys have left for fuel. What's going to happen? We now have 20 seconds back from Beck to Hippie, 5 seconds from Kieran to Beck. Nick has just got the pressure being put on. Drew is right there. Once again, here's our battle for 4th place. Let's see how long these two can keep it close again. They really fought it out earlier. There's some really great racing, close racing between these two. Let's see what happens this time. And we're going to watch it from the front. The Ronald McDonald House charity. Don't forget, everybody, donate if you can. Even if it's $1, every little bit's going to help. If you got friends, send them the link. They don't have to watch my stream or the race to donate. The link is for anybody and everybody. The link will work for another couple of months after this is all over. Stay tuned afterwards. Hopefully we get a little bit of action. We want to probably going to be inviting Kieran into the party chat. So we're going to open a new one. Justin and I, Just Gaming Real and I, are going to have a party with our 2 winners and a creator. and talk about how things went through the race with them. See how they feel about everything. This has really been great to watch. It's some seriously amazing battles. These guys holding it through. So we're crossing the line. There's going to be 2 laps left, so they're going to be finishing on lap 53. These guys have the fuel to make it. The Hippie, I don't think he's going to do it. Unless he makes this lap take a little bit long. He can slow this lap down and easily just wait for the timer and cross the finish line. These guys actually might want to do something like that as well, because otherwise they might not make it in fuel. We are halfway through our second to last lap because the time where the timer's sitting. So these guys cannot wait it out there too close. So they need to make their fuel last one more lap. Look at those tires. The tire wear pretty much just opposites. They're both worn fairly equally, but opposite. We got a 5-second gap between P1 and P2. Our constant warning for not having enough fuel is still on the board. I would like to hear how much fuel these guys have left. They have to make it through one more lap. A Hippie here has 1 minute and 30 seconds left for the clock to end, with a 41-second gap back to Nick. Nick is still going to have to battle this out with Drew. 4th place is not secure yet. P1 and P2 is still questionable as well. You never know what's going to happen. P3 is fairly safe in where he's sitting at. Drew pushing just a little bit wide around this time around. Lost too much time. He's going to be nearly 2 seconds back here as we run down to our final minute on the clock. And our 2 leaders have crossed the finish line. And they are now on their last lap. And you can see on their fuel tank there, it's a sliver of red. And it looks like Kieran is going to have to fuel save just a slight touch more than Beck is going to have to. And, oh man, this is going to be tight coming into the end of this. Let's make it interesting, boys. So that is our closest battle still happening, is for 4th place. This is where it's going to be the most interesting as Kieran comes up to lapping Howell. So that's lapping P9. So four cars were lapped in that one. So we're going to watch Kieran coming through the end of the final lap. Is Kieran going to be able to stretch this fuel to the finish line? Mujalina, our first finisher, securing P7. Nice work. P8 goes to Moomin Papa. Oh no! And Kieran for P1. Congratulations. And Beck Bones for P2. Great racing, guys. That was pretty amazing. Super pleasurable to watch. Oh, that was too awesome. That's been great. Okay, so we're watching our hippie guy, GRT hippie, cross the finish line. P4, Nick coming in with a 1.2 second lead. Yeah, that's how you say that. 1.2 second lead over P5 after battling for many laps in a row for P4. He holds on to it, stretches out the gap just enough he doesn't have to worry. Rafa now, almost nearly 12 seconds back from the P4 battle he was into for 7 laps as well. 2:17.2 for Nick's fastest lap. That is an amazing lap. Great job. And it's over. We don't get to see anybody else finish. Victory! Alright, congratulations everybody. We're going to screenshot the results. I said screenshot the results. Screenshot the results. Dr. Greg's for 216.97 for the fastest lap still. Let's go back from there. 217.1, 217.1, 217.2, 217. Look how freaking close these guys were in their fast laps. There was a lot of great racing in this race. It's been seriously amazing. We're not going to share that right now. We're going to type in and tell everybody, Mujalina, great work. That was super, super awesome. Like, great work. Nice seeing you battle it up in there. I need to learn how to type like this. We're going to type like this. Great work, everyone. Oh, man, this is annoying. I said great work, everyone. Amazing to watch. There we go. Yeah, Nick, it was fun. I jumped in and watched your stream of the VR move a little bit. I'm jealous. Looks absolutely amazing. Way too much fun. Yeah, you guys all did great. I don't know what's happening here. Where is everyone? Dun 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 dun. Okay, well, it looks like I'm switching parties here. We're gonna jump in with Phil's new party. We're joining with Phil and Ian. All right, so yeah, it's been some weird days. So we need to get Justin in here. We got Kieran now. Oh wait, Justin might still be streaming. I'm gonna turn on his stream again on here.
Hurry up, Mike, so we can clean the house. Aren't you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited to clean the house when I'm done here. They've got 6 minutes left in their race. All right. Let's not type who. Let's type woo. There we go. So anyway, we can go back. We can turn off this thing again. We know what's left at his. We had just an absolutely amazing race. Kieran. Okay, so can we get everybody to promise no cursing? So I'm going to join the party again. So it's every 2 weeks, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be
we'll be
posting
posting
that
that
soon.
soon.
It's
It's
not
not
slated to
slated to
start
start
until
until
May
May,
though.
though. Okay, so there's all the volumes turned down.
Next month.
Can everybody hear everybody else on
I
the
can hear
stream?
you. I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, everybody.
Am I echoing on the stream?
A little, but not bad. There's no feedback like there was on your stream though.
That's why. That's why. Not on my end, you know.
Okay, I need to make sure I turn this down all the way. Okay, there we go. So that was lots of fun, you guys. Great work, great job racing. Like, there's a P4 through P7 battle there for a little while. It was just, God, amazing to watch. Kieran and Bones, you guys freaking slayed. Oh, Bones isn't in here, but yeah, Creasy freaking slayed that race. Good work.
I heard you.
Moomin, yeah, nice work. And I know that was a hard one. So, any of you that are watching the stream, yeah, my voice shouldn't be coming through that. I should only be answering you
I
guys.
had to go take a mental health break.
I knew that. I saw you sitting in the piss for a minute.
I'm just, I don't know. I think we're only gonna do one lobby from now on. This way we know everybody's in one. It'd be nice if we could do more than 16 drivers in a lobby.
It would, because it's just ridiculous how
drivers in it. The traffic would have been interesting.
few freaking people showed up that said that they were going to. Like, we had reserve drivers and everything, and we had a lobby with 5 people in it. What?
Yeah. Well, the thing is everybody that's on the list for my lobby, or our lobby, lobby A, showed up. What happened
The only
over there?
person who didn't, I think, was D-Max, and he took himself off.
Yeah,
the other day,
no,
didn't he?
because I rewrote it out with everybody that had signed up from SimLeague Pro and the site and the Discord server. Tyson wasn't there, which I thought he was gonna be, but
Oh yeah.
No,
definitely came.
he had to go. He got a chance to go on vacation away from all of his responsibilities right now. So.
Oh, so he took it. Yeah, I would too.
I talked to him yesterday. I was like, "It's fine. We got reserves. Like, you'll be all right. Don't feel bad." And he's like, "Yeah." He doesn't get a chance. His brother-in-law came in to take care of his dad and father-in-law or whatever for a while, and that really helped him. Hey, Wookie, I love your car. Wookie. I'm watching the other stream right now too. Wookie's got rainbows on his car.
So, yeah, like, we've never had that issue before. I think adding the new comms person caused a lot of confusion because everybody had to add him, and then he's normally invisible when he's online because he's a teacher, so he doesn't really want his students like finding him and shit. So everybody's entitled to their privacy, but when you do that, you gotta kind of open yourself up just for a little bit. I mean,
yeah, no, I don't think he meant to do it like that. I've been able to find all of his stuff today, no problem.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
And so it looks like they're down to the last minute. Crossing the finish line right now. P5. So this is going to be their last lap. We're watching Snoopy pull off this, miss his braking point or something. And put it back on Wookie. Oh, there's Scionetica. That's kind of a cool name. I like it. So a 1 minute and 20-second gap from P1 to P2 and lobby 2 right now. It looks like Scionetica is doing better on fuel than for the finish than Kieran and Creasy were.
Hey, okay. Are you still showing his stream? This thing with me not having Wi-Fi on my phone is killing me.
Oh, here, I'll put it on his.
Oh no, it's just because it keeps buffering because I have
No, that's good. I'm showing his stream now.
I got fake Wi-Fi, and then as soon as that decides it doesn't want to work anymore, I have just my regular phone signal, and that's crap too. So gotta love it. See, because I'm like 5 minutes behind. Who just jumped in? Oh.
I think my Porsche definitely needs an oil change after that race.
Oh.
Alright, so what's happening?
Yeah, from the race yesterday, yeah, it wasn't just normal, it was bad. It was red.
Go Cyanetica. Cyanetica did some cookies right before crossing the finish line. Literally stopped and did cookies. P1 is Cyanetica.
So
Oh, and their race is now over.
oh.
Alright, so while he's doing his announcing thing, I'm just gonna invite him into this.
I already did, but because
Oh, you
while
did.
I was driving, he tried to add me, and then we were playing party chat tag, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, so we got that window person in their lobby that was saying that they enjoyed participating. I think I told them to stay in touch. We do a lot more, so. Who was that?
Is that it?
I hear you.
We've done it.
We did
2
it.
hours.
2 hours at Spa-Francorchamps.
All these drivers can say that they've raced longer than the length of Belgium for charity. At the 40-lap mark, they've raced longer than Belgium.
Nice. That's so cool.
Like, that is an incredible feat for these guys to have.
Okay, so where's my... I need to put my
Absolutely
link in your thing.
And yes, Peter, yes, my cat. I know, you've helped as well. You've helped as well. Come here, buddy. You've helped as well, yes. Yes, I know.
Is this yours? This is yours, right?
Oh, let me get the results here on the screen so you can screenshot if you need.
For what's it called? End of race stuff. Because since I can turn everybody onto the thing and watch their stream from it, like we're good right there.
Incredible. And now I'm going to get the final results. So, in total, for today's race, ladies and gentlemen, we have raised $217.50 for charity.
Nice.
Very nice.
$217.50 for charity, ladies and gentlemen. And
Was
remember,
that just today?
it's not over yet. The stream link is up for another 90 days. So let's reach that 500 goal, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you donate to these people because they deserve it, and the people in the hospital need it.
I agree completely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no wonder you're acting so freaking. My cat got to the catnip. acting crazy, aren't
Hey!
you?
Up to
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
217, so that's
Oh,
better.
Don't get
We're
me like
almost
that.
halfway to our goal.
We're
Well, we
almost
had-
halfway to our goal. Actually, hold on. I already donated today. Hold on. Give me a quick second.
Now, I would donate today, but I'm having financial difficulties right now.
Hold on. So we're at 217.50, right?
We are.
So if I do my math correct, if another $17.50, that will make it 250, right? No, that will make it 230.
Wait.
It'd be 37,
So it would be
$32.50.
$37.50. That would make it
$32.50, right? $32.50 would
Is it
make it
32.50?
$2.50.
Oh yeah, it is 32.50. Yes. Man, today's been so long, man. I can't even do math right. Like,
Yeah.
It's been a day for sure. All right, so I got the wrong window up on my stream right now. That's what I got. That's not that one. But come on, move.
there we go.
There we
Let's
go.
see.
So now I'm looking at yours.
What the hell? How far back we go does that go?
Okay.
This is
So
Wookiee's
now-
first race longer than 90 minutes.
If I do this,
This is Wookiee's first race longer than 90 minutes.
yep, that's right. Here we go. I'm gonna send it into the group chat real quick. Well, not the group chat, but the Discord chat.
250. Woohoo! Thanks for donating. Thanks for all your help.
There we go.
Thanks for the secondary commentary.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Thanks for having me,
Thank you
man.
so much, man.
Yeah, no, let's definitely stay in touch. We do this a lot. There's going to be a lot going on, but I've got some chaos going on. I'm going to have to end this stuff and go figure out what's happening in my house because it's getting loud and scary out there. So I'm going to end my stream. TJ, thanks for coming in and supporting and watching. Everybody, thank you for joining and watching. Don't forget, the link is in the chat for now. The link will be in the description. The link is good for ever after this. We'll leave it going for a long time, so you can share the link. Nobody has to watch the boring races unless they're actually interested and excited by it like we are.
See you next time.
I love y'all, and have a great afternoon.